For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Outdoors with me, Mike, telling you guys a bit of a review video on a brand new tent from Vango. So this here is in Vango's experience range and it's called the Alton Air 500. Now, the Alton Air 500 kind of takes over from the Cellino back in the 2019 season, but so going forward in 2020, what they've kind of do is took the design of the Cellino, made it probably, even a better price point and stripped out some of those kind of bit more excessive features to give you the core items that you need, keep the pack weight nice and light, and just make it a little bit more probably better value, but still got the quick and ease of air. Joys of this actually is it's probably designed as a really great sort of small family tent or even a weekender tent, just because it's so simple and easy to put up. You've kind of got your free zones, your sort of sleeping, your living area, and then a nice big open canopy area as well, and it all packs down to a really nice small bag. This sits in their experience range, so it uses Vango's Sentinel Active fabric. So it's fabric designed to be sort of fairly, good quality, not necessarily too overspec, which helps keep the weight down in terms of pack weight, but also the price point down as well. So, like I said, makes it more affordable. Runs about a 3,000 mil hydrostatic head, so very, very waterproof. And it's kind of a little bit hybrid. So you've got your main body here is inflatable chambers, so very quick and easy, and a fiberglass front pole. Just to give you that a bit more extra space at the front without bumping the price up too much. As I said, quick and simple to put up. You can check out our own Attwoolls pitching and packing videos. Took myself no longer than about 8 minutes to pitch the whole tent on my own, and yet again, because you've got stability of air, works really nicely. You've still got very core features throughout the tent. So not only have you got things like their very high-lined visible guy ropes, but you've still got things like a new bedroom system inside. You've got no sort of step in and out of the actual tent, so there's no lips. As you can see, a really nice sort of flat runway in and out, so there's no trip hazards, certainly for smaller kids or that sort of stuff. And as you can see in front, you've got this really nice depth canopy. One thing probably was a bit more different to sort of Cellino or the poled model of the Cellino, which was the Padstow, was this area was quite small. So certainly what they've done is they've made that a nice sort of 1.8 meters depth in the living area now, which makes it more usable. So you can actually have tables and chairs in there, and it doesn't fill up the whole room, or you've got to try and, swidge your way past your furniture just to get access to one of the main doors. A really nice big side panel also opens up, and the door kind of twins up as, well, a door if you wanted to. Alternatively, there's actually eye latch punched into the fabric, so you can actually buy some additional king poles, bring that out like a canopy, just to give you that little bit more extra shelter on those days where, weather's either sort of coming in or out. The flat doorway, I'll just roll this up very briefly. The flat doorway beneath me has in 2 positions, so you can either toggle up or toggle it down. That way you get the security of having it feel like a sewn in ground sheet, and so when it's raining, for example, it keeps the weather out, but then you've got the luxury that it's not a trip hazard. Like I said, a great sort of depth in the front canopy section, and you can I'm quite tall, about 6'2", I can stand up in here quite happily. It means you can have a little cooker unit more or less to one side, make use of the internal room, and yet again, just gives you that extra bit of versatility that if it's chucking it down, you obviously keep the side door shut, and you walk in and out of here from that shelter there. You put your sort of wet shoes or muddy Wellingtons outside the tent. That way you've got your lovely clean and dry living area, which you can obviously put with a carpet as well. But let's have a look inside the Alton and talk through a few more features that his tent has to offer. So now we're in the Alton, you kind of get a bit more idea for certainly the 3 main zones we talk about on the outside. So you've got this, like I said, good bit of depth on the canopy area. Now we've sort of gone sort of front onto it. You can really see there is a good amount of space. You've got that sort of shielded front, and to be fair, the canopy area is almost as big as a living area. So you've got that sort of sheltered room when it sort of does chuck it down with rain. You can happily sit on here with a table and chairs, or you want that sort of just shelter from the sun. Yeah, again, that offers it really nicely as well. We've got obviously no lip in main body, and then this point here you can see toggles up, and there's little toggle points located just so that way you get that sewn in ground sheet and not have to worry about everything coming in, or you can just peg it down like I have here, just to make sure there's no kind of trip hazard in or out of the tent. In the front 2 panels here, you've got these crystal clear windows to give you plenty of light, but there's also little curtains located just behind it, to give you that little level of privacy you want to as well as a small little mesh panel just up there to give you a little bit more airflow. So that means you're not sort of, you know, well, makes it feel a bit cooler on a sort of a warmer day, and certainly helps fight condensation, as well as a vent panel at the top there as well to do the same idea. Now, because you've got your shelter door on the front, on the very front door you've got your normal blank door, but you've also got your mesh door as well. So yet again, to allow airflow even when sort of the weather does turn, you've got that there to allow circulation through without having the bugs come in. And certainly once you sort of peg and that point comes up, it overlaps quite nicely to give you a real sort of bug-free barrier. And then you've got your normal door again, to kind of when you want to. And they just really kind of roll back and got a little toggle points located here, just to kind of keep it all at bay. So on the right hand side here, we've got a really nice big window opposite that nice big door we saw from the other side. There is a curtain located down here, and yet again you've got kind of two toggle points with the curtain, so you can have it kind of halfway up. So there's toggle points kind of there, or then you go fully up as well, and it just kind of lips in like so. And because the kind of natural arch of the tent, those second middle toggle points help just to kind of keep the curtain really close to the window to stop it coming away from the fabric as well. But then we've got a really nice low level ventilation point down here to help that circulation of air. At the back here you can see we've got that kind of darker inner, which is a new feature for the 2020 season. And it's called a nightfall bedroom, so it just helps you get a better night's sleep and hopefully not wake up at the crack of dawn first thing in the morning. It's designed as a 500, so there is a 400 in the range. While I personally think the 5 works a bit better. And then again, you've got a nice toggle divider which can be put into 2 positions. So you can either have it sort of like a 2.5, or that point, there's a little toggle point located just here to make it like a 3 and a 2. So you can have sort of your master bedroom for the adults, and then your sort of inner bedroom, sort of smaller one for the kids. Alternatively, take that out and use it as a really nice sort of ideals couples tent. The sort of a 2.10 meter depth means you can get most standard air beds in there as well. And there's little things like storage pockets located just down in the side of the bedroom, just to give you that little bit of storage space in there, and put things like keys or torches or phones in the middle of the night so you know where they are when you wake up and it's nice and dark from the inner. Core features still throughout a tent, like your pockets, but you've also got a hanging point for a lantern, which is located on here as well. So it means you can have lighting inside the tent, as well as things like you've got a little Velcro tab, a little cable entry point down here, a little zip, so you have your mains hook up inside the tent without having to worry about it trailing through the door the whole time as well. A low cut bedroom means there's no trip hazard inside the tent, and like you would with all Vango tents, you get their sort of tension band system, the TBS, to give you a bit more internal bracing on those windier days. Something you can always use as you feel you need to. Alternatively, they just sort of pack away, unclip into these little pockets there, and overall. But generally, I think the Alton certainly is a great little price point. Certainly ideal for someone who's going away for the first camping trip, or the experienced camper who wants to be a little bit more smaller, pack weight, bit lighter, they can chuck in the back of the car, pop away for a quick weekend, or might be a bit pushed for a full-on week in here with a family of 5, but certainly a couple or a family of 3 or 4, I think you can certainly make do quite happily. It's one we'll certainly have looking towards our indoor display showroom. But any more questions, of course, let us know what you think of it. Alternatively, you can always follow the link below to our website where there's more information about this. But that's kind of our Attwoolls video review on the brand new Vango Alton Air in the 400 and also the 500 model as well.